Okay. VR, War Thunder, Soviet Yak 9B. We'll see how well I manage to do. Germans, Soviets, and Chinese versus Americans, British, Italians, and Swedish. What conflict is this supposed to be? Ah, yes, War Thunder. So realistic. I mean, pretty realistic in the implementation of vehicles and damage model. That's about where it ends. Okay. About 500 meters up. I have most of the important dials here for the Yak 9B figured out. Top left is my altimeter. Below that, my speedometer. Just to the right of the altimeter is my bearing, which isn't really of much use to me in these scenarios. And to the right of that is a clock that tells me the real world time for my time zone, so that's actually quite useful. Um, as you can see, I am up way late playing this game. Who has time for sleep? So yeah, that is AM there. Presumably, one of these dials will tell me my fuel. I think probably one of the ones on the right. And one of them might tell me my oil and water temperature, which does have a tendency to overheat on this plane. And the only way for me to know that is to cheat and look at the HUD over here. Actually, do want to see if there's a way to turn that HUD off, because I want to learn the actual cockpit. I don't want to be leaning on the HUD as a crutch there. SB2 SB2C down there. I think I want to keep climbing and looking for better targets though. And if I dive down there right now, I might be able to take that one player, but there's probably more. I can never go back to doing any simulator in anything other than VR. VR is the only way to do flight sim. Okay, still at a bit of an altitude disadvantage here. Passing, yeah, just past 3 kilometers there. One thing I like about the Soviet dashboard is it gives me the speed and altitude in metric, which is what I'm used to. Whereas if I jump into an American or British cockpit, everything's in feet and miles per hour. And like, I don't know how high I am or how fast I'm going because I'm not used to those units. Yeah, it's 3.8 kilometers I'm at right now. I know how high that is. I think that's what, like, um, okay, it's just past 4 kilometers. A meter is a little bit more than a yard, which is 3 feet. So that's more than 12,000 feet. Actually, it's about 10. A meter is about 10% more than a yard. So, 12,100, 12,200 feet, more or less. Gonna go after that P-38 there. Make sure no one else is going after me. And watch my speed. Okay, I'm gonna want to start... Oh, here, use... I don't want to go for a head-on. I don't like head-ons. Okay. Yeah, no, head-on engagements are like 50-50 at best if I know what I'm doing, and since I'm not the best marksman in the world, it's actually less than that for me. So I do not like head-on engagements. He's dead anyway. Okay, another target. I could just escort in this BV-238. That might be the responsible thing to do. Just looking up there to check my temperature, because I have been at full throttle for a little while, and I don't know which gauge here tells me my temperature yet. Alright, gonna reduce throttle a bit. I don't want to overtake the BV-238. Okay, throttle down, throttle down. Okay, I've overtaken him. I do have a fair amount of speed built up. I'm gonna turn the throttle back up and just circle around the BV-238. Anyone wants to shoot him down, they're gonna have to shoot me down too. Yeah, actually, escort duties, I could do a good job of that. I could be useful in that role. Because my dogfighting abilities are still somewhat lackluster, but to be an effective escort, you don't have to win a dogfight. You just need to keep the enemy fighters off of the bombers. So my piloting skills might be up to snuff for escort duties. Because I cannot guarantee that I can win a dogfight, but I can dogfight. For a little bit, at least. Survive for a little while. How are we doing? Most of the enemy players are already dead. We're going to win this one. Okay, you know what? I am going to see if I can... Okay, yeah, we're going to win this one. We don't need me stuck back escorting a bomber. I'm going to see if I can get in there and get a kill. I want to watch my speed when I'm going down. Okay, I am going to go for that Spitfire there. Be 2 against 1. My odds there shouldn't be terrible. Okay, I don't want to end up in front of that J-21 and watch the G-forces. It's one thing that VR is a far more realistic flight sim experience than keyboard and mouse. And yeah, VR with stick, how I'm playing, way more realistic than keyboard and mouse, but it still doesn't simulate G-forces. The game will at least knock out my avatar if I pull too many Gs. But I, myself, am not feeling the Gs. Which is one thing that'll prevent me from, even if I put in the same hours as a real-world pilot, I still would not be able to quite fill the shoes of a real-world pilot. Because the experience would not be perfect one-to-one. Oh, jeez. Reduce speed, reduce speed. Oh, I don't want to tear my wings off here. Okay, yeah, really should have been watching my speed. Should have turned the throttle down when I was diving. Okay. Let's see if I can get in there and at least get a burst off. Don't want my speed to get too low either. Is that an AI target? Yeah, I want to go for a player. Okay. Oof. I am real anxious about getting that close to the ground. It's one thing to get shot down, but it's real embarrassing to die by impact with the ground. Okay. I think we have lost the local dogfight here. Okay. Can I dive in just enough? He's closing in. I need to get out of here. Can I... Ooh. If I just turn straight away, he's gonna get on my tail. I need to keep dogfighting here. I think the other enemy players are leaving the area. Oh, bugger. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Good shooting. Okay. You know, I don't feel terrible about that. Honestly, just flying around is fun, even if I don't succeed getting any kills. Gotta find the button to stop my recording. Hidden behind the, Here we go, the headset.